That's huge for a channel like mine, man. Highlights a different part of, I guess, the quote-unquote success that the reach as you're getting into the radio forms. Just it's a personal story. What I've noticed is that, oh man, nice. I didn't realize it. This is how I YouTube channel. It's like, oh, what you? And you're like, you have numbers, it's shit. Because here's where it's the hour of work. It's, yeah, period. I mean, I don't keep track of it. All I know is, like, I track how much work I'm doing at my life. So the more tired I feel, the more I know, like, oh, I'm doing this.
Hello again. Allow me a moment. You are unable to prevent it. The thorns are husk, the only way and become my purpose. So I'd like to the flame then and guide you.
I still editing because something happened. Editor mess up on something. I'm like, just smash it. Do this. Or that. Take over. Edit. Like, hey, kick me around. Holy shit. Get out. It's out. Sit down on the couch and sleep on evening. She's like, just, yeah, dude. So she's awake. And baby all day. And at 8 a.m. I better sleep like 6 hours. Like nowadays I care about my sleep, especially with baby. I gotta be a functioning dad. Yep. On top of everything else. Start crying again. Oh man.
So this is the first year.
Yeah, so right? I finally got my first big paycheck. It was $5 grand. I was okay. So understand. Okay, I was making like the most I ever made selling cars. Was my biggest loan. I made like that was like when I sold like 45 of those cars in 1 month to get there. A car. So on average, I was selling, I was getting like $4 grand a month on average.
Yeah.
And that's like before taxes. So making $5 grand from something that you have been working on for years. At this point, it's been like 3 years, I think. Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 years. That's huge, man. I was like, man, just think about it. Like, I get goosebumps thinking about this moment because I remember, like, I have it in my head exactly, like, where the laptop was when I found this out, and how I like showed everyone, and everyone freaked out. Like a month later, so Gabby at this point, Gabby's my wife, by the way. At this point, she got a promotion at her job. She got a job offer, but it was in San Antonio. So she had to move there, and I was like, perfect timing. I can move cities. Now I'm home, and I can like. I was like, okay, I'm making $5 grand a month. I got 20 grand saved from my from selling cars. I got a big cushion. I'll still contribute my part of the rent. We'll rent a house in San Antonio, and we'll I can now full time. It's only up from here, baby. It's only up from here. We're going to move to San Antonio next month. I'm still full-time YouTuber, by the way. And that month was so big, dude. I was like, I was celebrating, and I was now making videos like with different energy, now. Because now I've leveled up. I've leveled up full time. This is something I've always wanted. Later, I'm making $800. I wasn't ready, man. Turns out I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for it yet. But it had to happen, right? It had to happen. So this is April of 2019. I moved to San Antonio. The channel starts to go down. This was just a big video, right? Yeah. It was a one-off thing. Voice trolling videos did well. Nothing else is doing well. So I'm trying horror. I'm trying everything. I'm trying all sorts of things on the channel. I'm trying skits. I'm trying like I'm doing everything I can to save it, and nothing's sticking. Nothing is sticking. And the channel's like lower and lower views. I mean, it got to the point where I was uploading a video, and I'd be lucky to get 100 views on the first day.
I mean, people there just you don't realize what that does to your mental health too, when your numbers go from I got 50 views and now it's like 50 views. That's 100 views a day.
Yeah. Now you're going to work for it. I still had this like these years I've been into this. results. What should have done? Every video that was doing worse and worse was just what should have done. It's the thought that makes you question. I mean, it's, you know, so that's yeah, it works. Not only am I impressed making videos, but I'm impressed making videos when I'm alone, left to my own devices for most of the day. So I got no one to talk to. So I'm just like sitting there, fucking just being depressed at home, like crying, watching Finding Nemo in the living room, eating popcorn, and my videos are making 100 views. You know what I mean? Like,
Just an app, like it's spending 10 hours on something for film, edit, all that, and then look at the shows. Yeah, and then you look and it takes you a quarter, like literally a nickel. Yeah, I think 20 cents off of 10 hours of work. Fuck me.
yeah, yeah. And that last week, yes, that's like it's about 4 months every day uploads. I just in the hopes of something working and watching my bank account drop because I still have to pay rent. I still have to, contribute. So I sure as hell was not going to be dying. I was going to ask. She wasn't my wife at the time, but I know she would have. She's the most amazing ever. She would have said like that. Ask for this trend because I'm not gonna say I couldn't submit to that. I couldn't submit to that mentality, which is why I had a cushion to begin with. I got to the point where I was like every day, the same thing, like eating shit. It was so the day was so late.
Godspeed, bro. Talk about like, I was there, man. I was drinking one bottle of fucking Soylent every day for these few months. Like
That was it. That was
one of my meals.
I've been on YouTube for over 6 months now, and every time I order, it's 42 hours of cooking. I'm a busy working mum with 2 kids, and it's hard enough to find the time to train myself, let alone to cook. I love as there's so many different meals to choose from, myself and the kids never get it. I pick this up, get home after 5 p.m, and knowing there's a variety of genuinely nutritious meals waiting for me at home reduces the stress a lot.
It's I've told it before, real quick, but that's when I met Freddie and had that changing the trajectory of my life was when I met Freddie, and there was a ticket to PAX for $120 for 3-day pass, and I asked my guy I was $2 with, he was like, hey, you want to come? He's like, no, it's a waste of money. Okay, go to PAX West, and we were video game to be there, and by chance, Freddie was going up an escalator as I was going down. I was like, holy shit. And then, like, we're going to play video games, so come watch them. There's talk. Then we just magically ran into each other 4 other times throughout the day. And because of that, and being able to interact and taking that chance, it's the next year they're like, hey, do you want to come hang out? But that $120, I said, I was like, oh shit, I won't be able to eat for a week or 2 weeks. Riding and baby mama will be taken care of. I just won't be able to eat. I'll have to like rice or like ramen, like bare minimum, and gas is full now. Okay, so I'll just be broke for the next 2 weeks. If I can YOLO this shit. But if I didn't take that risk, like you're saying, it's like I just ate Soylent because I had to make that money last to provide or help provide.
Yep.
And then you came out the other side just still fucking strong and kicking ass.
Yeah, man. And then but that's a sacrifice that you took, right? That's a sacrifice that you took for yourself, and you put meaning behind that sacrifice because it wasn't just a sacrifice for you to fuck off, right? It wasn't just something you did for fun. It was something you did because you had the belief that something bigger was going to come out of it, you know? And you know, a lot of times that works, a lot of times it doesn't work, but at the end of the day, like it's a risk. It's a risk, right? So I took that. That was my way of risking it, right? It was, hey, how can I save money to keep the dream alive? I wasn't investing anything into my videos other than my time. I already had all the equipment I needed. I had bought everything that I needed, but I still had rent to pay. So, like, how can I prolong this so that I had my channel on a lifeline. Yeah. Looking back at it now, my fucking channel was on a lifeline. My whole career was on a lifeline. Yeah, so I started coming up with different ideas. Like, hey, you know, I heard that you start a new channel, like, YouTube will give it preference if it gets massive amounts of views. Like, but how can I get those things to happen? I was like, at some point I thought about making a
rap battles and victories.
I thought about making like a rap channel and just like start rapping. It's just like, I guess.
It's like, this was all the ideas, and it's great, but I mean, like, and virtual reality kept popping up, because I've done virtual reality videos, but the only other virtual reality channels that at the time were starting to rise were Josh and Moni. And I also noticed, so I started using TikTok as well. And TikTok at the time didn't have much game. There was a lot more eyes on TikTok. TikTok had just been, it might have been the first year of TikTok after it changed from Musical.ly. Yeah, it was Musical.ly before. And so I started uploading clips of my videos, and it just wasn't hitting, right? And then, yeah, so I was using TikTok. I was learning a new algorithm as well. I had all this information of experiences and things in my head, but I just didn't have, I guess, the right path to put all that energy into, because my channel wasn't working, the TikTok wasn't working, nothing was working that I was trying. I just needed that channel, right? And by channel, I don't mean like a YouTube channel, I mean like the vessel to put it all into, put all that energy into. And it, sure enough, man, it got to a point where it was so far down, but my bank account got to like $5,000.
And I told Gabby that month, I'll never forget this conversation because this is very important. This is like, looking back at it, this was like the crossroads of my life, of my career. I went up to Gabby one day and I was like, I might have been sobbing. I might have watched Finding Nemo before I said this to her. But I went up to her and I said, hey, so things just aren't really working right now with the channel. I put all this effort into it, and nothing's coming out of it. Got about $5,000 left in the bank account. That means this might be the last month of this full time. I get emotional thinking about this. I said, could go back to 7. They're texting me, man. They were saying, come back. You know, yeah. When are you gonna come back? Fuckers. Never.
That lights the fire, though.
Oh man, I said I can either go back to selling cars. They'll take me back. It's the one thing I know how to do and how to sell. Or this YouTube thing that I've been working on that hasn't worked for last 3-4 years, I got an idea of starting all over again. I said, but this is gonna be I have a plan.
It's different.
I've learned it's different. It's gaming, but it's different. It's virtual reality. I'm gonna call it Eddie VR, and I have a plan to just fire away on a brand new channel. And I believe this is it. This is the. By the way, I don't know how like spiritual you are, but I'm a spiritual person. I don't follow anything, but I'm a spiritual person. And I remember during those nights where I felt really depressed, I would pray. I would pray for pray for a group of friends that had the same goal as I did, that I could feed off of. Not like ride a coattails or anything like that, right? But like a group of friends that we could create things together.
Yeah.
That we could thrive together. And I used to pray real hard for that. Like, I have the boys now. I just didn't know how it was all going to come to life, but I prayed for it. And so it's so interesting, man. It's so like it's another thing that just reinforces my spirituality. Because a lot of this had a lot of behind the scenes prayer and I guess just
it's doubts, prayer, and it's asking for, because depending on the previous at the dealership, it's not like those weren't your homies. Like you're not hanging out. No. You're like, fuck, I just want a good group. Why did you want this? Why is the work environment this way? I just wish I had really good friends that I could connect with. We all align, because that is rare. It is fucking rare to find a group of boys or girls, friends that you all align, you all work hard, you all have like that same